for the eternal rivalry.
A major European honour. Galatasaray lift the UEFA Cup.
Okay, we are back. We're about to play Fenerbahce, who are second. Both teams currently are unbeaten. That's our recent streak of form. A lot of green there, so that's really pleasing to see. Some narrow victories though, believe me, apart from this one, where we gave them a bit of a bump into the Super League. There you go. Oh, sorry, they have lost. I thought we were both unbeaten. So they have lost. That's the 6 points that we're ahead. They've lost both of those games. And then in the Champions League, we're actually sitting pretty. Salzburg are awful. We're actually sitting pretty in second, which is pretty huge. But we do still have City and Atletico to play again. So we'll play the Fenerbahce game, obviously a huge rivalry. Then we'll play the Man City game and we'll see where we stand from there. We have got a couple of lads back from injuries. So I think we can almost play the starting 11 that we wanted to play. Be interested to see when we get these lads back from loan who we can move on and who we'll keep. So the centre back, there's a centre mid there that we would play, and he's scored a few goals recently. He's a set piece specialist. Where's he at? Inan. He's very slow, and he's aging, but his passing, penalty taking, free kicks, corners, etc. have been invaluable. So that's how we're going with that. I like to put this thing on here which tells me how close I am to meeting my quota. So I've currently got all of my foreign players picked there. So Linez will play because Mariano still has a slight knock. Seri will come in at central midfield. Now I've been going through these young players and looking at their potential and who we should be trying to get some game time. So the main ones that we were looking at. So defensively, what have we got there? We've got a goalkeeper, CDM, and a striker. So we are looking at our highest potential players, I think, are Kaliskan, if he hasn't already played in a game today. Here he is. We are looking at Babakan. Yes, he's a very good player. Try and get him some game time. Gune. Where's the... this gentleman. Some of them are already playing at fairly high potential. Luz is another one that we had down. What do we need? We can put another striker in there. And then we've got centre back, we've got goalkeeper, CDM, striker, centre back. We need a right wing back, really. We have one. I swear we had one that wasn't foreign. Okay, I'll put this fella in. Yeah, he's one of the ones. Okay, so we've got plenty of Turkish-based players there, and we'll see you when the teams are ready. Okay, the one thing I have noticed, both with Fenerbahce and with Besiktas, is they've got a lot more Turkish players. I mean, they have got a few in there that you can see. 1, 2. I'm not sure where he's from. He looks like he's Turkish potentially. Who's there now? Oh, it's Kosovo. So they have got a number of foreign players as well, but there seems to be more Turkish lads in there. So will that make a difference on a derby? Let's see. Probably want to calm them down. I've been on a good run. Right, tunnel interview. I'm incredibly important to stick to the game plan. Trust my players to do their jobs. We'll go cautious. We are getting to the stage where I feel like a league loss is coming, definitely. So hopefully it's not away at Fenerbahce. I thought there would be a bit more made of this. Obviously, it's a huge rivalry. It's also called the Intercontinental Derby because it's kind of split between Europe and Asia. If you are enjoying this series, by the way, please make sure you check out the Jimmy Muitt challenge as well. We've just had a big promotion. We're on episode 67 of that one. So if you do get a chance, please make sure you check it out. Well, we've had more shots, but they've had more on target so far. So wait and see. Like I said, I do wonder if having more players based or from Turkey would make a difference playing in a derby. I think so in real life. Obviously means more to them, but who knows if it transfers over onto the game. And then we've got a set piece. Ooh, straight at the goalkeeper. Cross comes in. Belander. There you go. That's half time. Second half begins. So we've had our shot on target. Faguli's making a lot of mistakes, is he? Okay. We'll see how this goes. Sriracha long to Ndone, who loses out to Isla. Cruz, Gustavo, Turuk, Ozan. Oof, just wide, wow. Okay. Gonna make a quick tactical change. Bring Faguli back. Nkuru. Oyekuru. We're gonna bring him on the right midfield. I'm gonna bring him on the left midfield. 2 Turkish players. See if that brings a bit of pride to the game. They've got a throw in. Cruz gets the ball way too easily. Gary Rodriguez. Valete. Hassan Ali. Cruz. Gary Rodriguez. Slips in. Oof. Oh, wow. I thought he was going to put that into his own net there. Ball comes in. A free kick to us. Wow. When he paused there, I thought that might be a penalty. I think this will be decided by 1 goal, and I'm not 100% sure it'll be us. Have to wait to make our last change. Gonna go 4-1-4-1, I think, just to get us a little bit higher up the pitch with the midfielders. Muslera, long to Ndone, wins it. Adam plays it wide to Linez. Linez, can he get his cross in? Adam crosses. Oof, Ndone straight at the goalkeeper. .30 minutes remaining. All to play for, but a lot to lose as well. We'll just make our last change. We'll bring Falcao on for Ndone. Just put him as a poacher. I see him as a poacher in real life. That's my opinion. So we've got one player on a book-in, but don't see that being too much of a problem at the moment. About 10 minutes remaining. Just going to go defensive. I'll take this. I'll take that as a result. Not a particularly interesting game. And there you go, a 0-0. Keeps us top. Keeps us our unbeaten streak in the league going. And we'll see you for the Man City game. Okay, so big Champions League night in Istanbul. They're playing their 4-3-3. I still think we'll probably need one more win to see us through this group stage. And it's going to be very tough. I'll take a draw, meaning it goes to the last game against Atletico Madrid. Might all come down to the fact that we conceded that late goal against them. But there you go. We want that Champions League money, definitely. Sterling, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Silva, De Bruyne, Sterling. They're working it on the edge of the box very well. Rodrigo is Rodri. De Bruyne, Mendy, De Bruyne, Sterling, De Bruyne. Oh. Okay. Well, that's one way to shut the crowd up. They built that so well. It's nice to see our stadium looking fairly busy. It just bounced off our player there, unfortunately, to the back post. I don't know what the left back's doing. He's got his body in a completely wrong position there. Needs to change his shoulders. That's why he's hanging his head, throwing his hands up. It was a very good team goal, to be fair. Well, with Atletico Madrid playing Salzburg, maybe we could hope for a draw. Look, I wasn't expecting to beat Man City. But at least last time when we played them at their place, we scored first. And it gave us a little bit of hope. Also on a neutral goal difference, which is not particularly helpful. And they are definitely dominating. But we've got a long throw here, hopefully. Long throw, Srirachi. Oh, he saved it. Oh, it's a free kick, we're offside. They've got a throw in, Stones. De Bruyne, out to Sterling. Mendy, crosses, Donk clears, Rodri recycles it. Mendy, De Bruyne, Rodri, João Cancelo, saved and cleared. Wow, look at those stats. 12 shots to our none. 7 shots on target to our none. We're committing all the fouls and have 33% possession. Maybe when we played them the first time, because it was at the start of the season, they hadn't got into full flow, I don't know, but we'll see how this second half goes, and we'll bring some players on. Obviously, we can play a lot more foreign players in the Champions League. They've got a free kick, De Bruyne, Henry Nkuru, to Ndone, back to Seluk. Oh no, just missed. Selçuk Inan. I'll just call him Inan. I don't know why it said. Don't know why it sometimes goes to their first name. I guess it's what's on the back of the shirt. Well, we've had a shot on target. As you can see, Ronaldo is bossing things against Rosenberg. Or Rosenberg even. Muslera. Lamina loses out to Conqueror. De Bruyne pulling the strings again. Rodrigo. And he's flashed it across the front, but there's no one there to tap it in. Alright, let's make some changes, because we ain't getting nowhere with this at the moment. So we'll bring on Babacan. We'll bring on Dermaz. And we'll bring on Buyuk. Oh no, actually undo that one, because we wanted to get Mariano some game time. Sorry pal, sit back down. Right, I'm going to go for it. See if I can nick an equaliser. Muslera, long ball to Dermaz. Srirachi, ran a long way. Can he deliver? Oh, I thought he'd scored. Definitely going to look at getting some of these youth lads some football. There is some good potential in there. Especially the Babacan lad. Right. Let's go for it a little bit. Let's go. Push our wing backs on. Let's see if we can nick a very late equaliser. Because we need at least a point, really. Want that Champions League money. Come on, surely we'll create one chance with this formation and this style. Here we go. Crosses in. Oh, it's cleared it. I was hoping it was going to say penalty. Muslera, that's horrific. Bernardo, we're in trouble here, but it doesn't really matter. Silva, João Cancelo. Oh, cleared. Right, come on, one more chance. De Bruyne, Aguero, Stones hit both posts. Oh, he's offside. Right, come on. Get it, ball forward. Muslera, Srirachi, Donk, Muslera, Marcao, Mariano. Don't lose the ball here. Inside, Inan, Lamina, Dermaz, Mariano, crosses. Oh, it's been cleared easily, and now they're on the counter attack. Had to go for it, really. And it's another goal for Bernardo. 2-0. And that's game over, pretty much. Lethal counter attack there. Sterling leading the charge. We're desperately trying to. Lamina's desperately trying to keep up with him. And does he just slide him in? He does. Bernardo doesn't even take a touch. Across the goalkeeper, high and into the roof of the net. And that's game over. Celebrates over into the corner. Actually near the home fans. Gives it some 1980s celebration. Yeah, not 3-0, please. Come on, ref, we've played the time. There we go. Oh, well, 33 shots they had. We had 3. To lose 2-0. At home's not good, but it's Man City after all. They coast past us, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at our schedule and see when we will be back. I think we'll be back around here. Because there's nothing particularly exciting in there, unless... No. We'll be back there. We'll have an update on the squad. I'll show you the young players that we've brought through, and we'll play those 2 games, the 2 January games. If you are liking the challenge, please smash the like button. It makes a huge difference to us and obviously helps get our viewers up. The more likes it's got, the more exposure we get. And if you can share this on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook and everything, that'd be fantastic. I'll see you in the next episode, episode 5.